been a lot of ducking going on in the community, especially in the TNC season, Chapter 2, Season 2. Let's dive into it and talk about it. Give our honest thoughts and opinions. All right, fellas.
Okay.
Who want to tee off first?
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Scotty, since I'm talking directly to you, it's time to implement salary caps in terms of if you don't play in no ones and you voluntarily don't play in no ones, bro, you can't get as much money as the guys that played in ones. For example, Hoodie Kale destroying in ones this season. He should be getting more paper because there are a few guys that have probably played in 1-3v3. Now, I understand this is coach's decision, but a lot of these guys are player decision not playing. So if it's player decision and they decide they need to get less money, bro, because we got guys like Hoodie Kell that are winning $5,000 every time they step out on the floor, mano-a-mano, one-on-ones in pressurized situations, that is being split evenly amongst the team to somebody that ain't even trying to play no ones and put their rep on the line. And that's just how I feel about the entire situation, to be honest. And some guys may have lost the 1v1, and that's okay if they don't want to play in another 1v1 that season. But they went out there and they put their rep on the line in a one-on-one. But for somebody to come on TNC, and it's a one-on-one platform, fellas, and to voluntarily say, all right, then I'm your money. Go ahead, man.
I think that as long as in the agreements or when you have that conversation, just let Scotty know, hey, I'm not able to play ones this season. Do you still want me to come participate? But if that conversation is not had then and it's had already when you're at the gym, I think that's when it becomes an issue because Scotty, I would assume, just assumes that like if your number is called upon in ones, if your coach wants you to play ones, like you know what TNC is, you got to play. You know, we agree upon this. And the way for the viewers that may not be super hip to the way that the seasons work, if B and Cell play a 2v2 and I'm cheering them on, I win the same amount that they win if they win. So there has to be like everybody has to pitch in or be willing to pitch in and fight for their teammates.
I think we got to be blatantly honest. There should never be a situation where you come to a season, you playing 3v3s like BS is saying, you guys are saying, and then someone comes up to you and say, hey, you want to play BDOS? And you say, I'm not playing ones.
You talking about Matt?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Understood, don't got to be explained. But like you specifically say, hey, nah, I'm not playing ones. Like y'all can stop asking me. But you'll play the threes. But then you say, there's this rumor going out that you're injured, but you're still playing the threes. So I'm like, to be frankly, like honest with you, I'd never seen that excuse on other platforms when you were playing. So like you come to TNC and now you get the exact same money as someone like a Kale who's been playing every game, someone like a J Horn that's been playing damn near as often as Kale. Like you're getting the same cut as those guys playing 10% of the games. And you're saying I'm not playing in the ones. Like I'm not even gonna try to put 5,000 in my team's pocket. That's where I have a problem with. And then
there was a few other guys, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was just stating that specific example. But then you have even J Horn saying, "No, I'm not playing Day."
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
with the Matt situation, I just wish he would have let Scotty know up front that he didn't feel like he was healthy enough to play in ones, like right as you're going into the season. You know what I'm saying? And the thing where I got to say, okay, Matt, maybe you should have let him know before you guys even accepted. You know, before you even accepted to come on to the season, just let him know, like, hey, I cannot, my body is not good enough to play ones, and let Scotty know right there. Scotty did say that he found out, you know, at that moment in time or like when they were already at the gym. So I'd say that is the room for correction.
And before we go, I just want to say, I'm not even trying to single out Matt. I'm just talking about the exact situation that happened. I have nothing against Matt, no disrespect. I was just saying that's what I saw. And there's multiple instances in that video of people ducking one another because they're like, nah, I don't want this matchup right now, yada, yada. But I'm like, my thing is this, B, you can elaborate if you want. You're trying to earn a pay-per-view and you're trying to be selective on who you play. Like you should be trying to play the most. You should be out there saying, no, I want X, Y, and Z. I want this person. I want to play in front of Kyrie. I want to play on the Lance and Michael Beasley, Carla. I want to play there. But yeah, go ahead, B.
Completely agree with both of y'all. It's kind of hard because Matt is in a situation where he's saying he's hurt, and just as a player, I don't want to question it, just out of respect.
Right.
But you are out there in the threes playing really good defense on some of the most shiftiest players on the scene. Mike Harden was out there. You were playing good defense on ISO Tate. So it's not like it didn't give any signs that you were inept. So that is one thing. Two, to me, it's just there needs to be more incentive for the guys that are willing to put their rep on the line playing one-on-ones. Kel should have gotten a little bit more chicken. It's like in terms of, I'm not saying a lot more, but just like maybe 10% more. Just the fact that he's out there, bro, playing in rivalry matchups. And that's one thing too. Fellas, how do you also feel about this? I think just for a season, they may need to go back to the season 8. Everybody gets a matchup. Then we play 3s. Then we play 5s. Because 1v1 is the soul of TNC.
Yeah.
How you guys feel about that?
I agree with that.
I love it.
I do think I feel like everybody should have a matchup because you want to see everybody play ones. That, like you said, that is the nucleus of TNC. So we want to see everybody that's there play 1v1 at least. And it'll probably be 1 for most people. Some people might play 2, but we just want to see everybody play once. And I agree with that though, B. I think that should happen.
So my next statement or point would be in the season as well, there's other guys that come on there and say, I'm not playing ones. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like this is just me assuming and insinuating. They're not trying to ruin their rep. So they're only playing in team settings, right? There's guys out there that we didn't see play 1v1, solo 1v1s like a Rob. We didn't see, I'm trying to think who else we didn't see play specific, just one-on-one. I think Keyshawn was going to play 1v1.
He was going to play free.
Yep. And then
got sick.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else. But like, you guys get what I'm saying, though? I think a lot of people came in there with the mindset of, I don't want to ruin the rep because I want to have this going into TNT 03. When, to be quite frank with you, you can get into TNC 03 with a loss on your record. You don't have to be perfect.
So you're saying they didn't want to like hurt their stock by playing?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
And only reason I say Rob, because that's the only person I can remember that played, like he played well in terms of like his personal performances.
But his stock's already high. His stock's already high. So you feel like maybe he feels like he can only go down from playing a game.
I'm thinking that's maybe what he's thinking.
Well, the thing is with Rob, he's in a special situation because he's still at a place with the fans that his overall stature can carry him to a pay-per-view if it's voted in. And nobody necessarily called Rob out to play. Nobody was like, hey, Rob, what you trying to do? Nobody necessarily said that. And also the coaches didn't really ask Rob to play at all. But it's different if a coach specifically asks you to play and your teammates are looking at you like, yo, bro, play beat offs. Like, come on, man. And honestly, everybody on this panel would think Matt would be the favorite playing beat offs. Obviously, he's more experienced in the scene. He's a bigger player. But also in a Jay Harn situation, him and Dede had a storyline the entire season. In my opinion, you cannot call somebody sweet.
Yeah.
Numerous times. And then when the opportunity presents itself to play him, you say he has to play me in my city. For what?
Yeah.
This is pay-per-view opportunities for you and Dede. This is the only place y'all need to be playing.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was a missed opportunity. I think he missed the mark on that one. I think he was coming from trying to be a business standpoint. But I think he missed his shot because let's say that game goes crazy and the fans like, no, I want to see that again. You don't know how the fans going to receive it. So if you just say we got to wait for a city, I don't think it actually makes any sense.
Brother, he wanted to play him in Minnesota. In his city, on his platform. That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't understand that logic. Go ahead, Millie.
I think the goal of a TNC season, or just what we ideally want to see as viewers, is organic authenticity. We don't necessarily want to see people navigating business-wise and does this game make sense for me? And I totally understand it. But I think from a viewer's experience, we just want to see if somebody calls you out, you're on that. That's like the authenticity of just competitive nature, which I think that viewers were frustrated with because it kind of looked like guys were trying to like navigate in a business way. When I think viewers really just want to see if somebody calls you out, you pounce on that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you're there to do that. It's not like somebody calls you out online and might be like looking for attention. I'm not saying you need to take every matchup or turn your head at everyone. That I'm not saying that at all. But if you're there in the season in person and somebody calls you out and you're both there to play, I think people just want to see you answer the call and stand on your 10.
More importantly, if you're active in the 1v1 community, let's just disclaimer that.
Yeah, they're both there at the season. They're both like definitely active.
but fellas, I agree with you completely, Millie. Like, that's what we're there for. You're there to put your skills on display in pressurized situations to land a pay-per-view. That was the entire point of the season. Who was going to be the top dog to put themselves in position to play in front of Kyrie Irving and on the same card as Lance Stevenson and Michael Beasley. That was the whole point of this season. And I feel like a lot of these guys botched their opportunity because the way Jay Horn, his projection, although he lost to Friga, let's say he beats Day and the way he was playing the entire season, what you talking about? You will be in great standing to get into the pay-per-view. But now I don't think you get in at all because one, fan seen it. Two, your only 1v1 was against Freak that you lost. So it's like, it's gotta tip our hats to BDOS though. He definitely was wanting to play.
Yeah, and it's okay to lose in this space too. Like, what is Cell laughing at?
I'm to say,
I'm being honest, bro.
Nobody
gotta tip our hats to BDOS, bro.
No, he was out there. I'm laughing. All I can think about was BDOS with his thumb inside of his backpack talking about niggas ain't trying to play, bro.
Y'all scary, bro. I keep it effing play, bro.
Hey, that nigga was mad. I was like, I respect BDOS. He said, you niggas ain't trying to play, bro. He's like, I'm trying to play. Yeah. Oh my God.
At first he was quiet. And then he started barking. I was like, all right, BDOS.
Listen, there's one guy or maybe two guys that didn't have to play one-on-ones the rest of the season after they played. Isote, Hoodie Kill. If those two guys didn't want to play ones for the rest of the season, all right, bro. I mean, you did what you had to do. The rest of y'all,
except for Kel and Eli, they already had their matchup.
Yeah, Cam and Eli for sure. Yeah, they already got their matchup locked in for the pay-per-view. But the rest of y'all, come on, man. That's what we there for, fellas. And y'all know it's all love. Y'all know it's all love on this end.
Yeah, for sure.
We got to. We wouldn't be who we are if we don't tell y'all what's going on.
100%. Well, let us know in the comments what you guys think. Yeah, it's a good conversation. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe and like. Peace. Oh, Mouston froze.
Oh no! Hey, Russell Westbrook is the greatest point guard of all time. He knows it. I'm gonna
turn my fucking PC off. No way.